Spending more than 30 years in prison for a crime he says he didn't commit, Charlie Vaughn is free. His release comes through an Alford plea, a legal deal that ends the case but leaves the conviction in place, something many will recognize from the West Memphis 3 case. But in this one, TH311's Tanya Motorzitsky hears from Vaughn's attorney as they celebrate his freedom.
For the first time in more than 30 years, Charlie Vaughn, who has a severe intellectual disability, is now free and on a friend's farm figuring out what life looks like after prison.
They're taking Charlie onto their farm. They're going to give him a place to live. They're going to feed him. And so Charlie has a lot of advantages that most prisoners coming out of Tucker Max do not have.
While Vaughn is free, his release does not clear his name. His release from prison comes after more than 10 years after another man, Reginald Early, confessed to murdering and raping 81-year-old Myrtle Holmes in 1988 alone. Court documents show Vaughn and 2 others were charged in connection to the incident, despite DNA samples excluding Vaughn as a rape suspect, but he was still charged for murder, the rape, and burglary. Vaughn's attorney, Stuart Channon, says law enforcement and the prosecutor at the time unconstitutionally suppressed, destroyed, and manipulated evidence in order to falsely charge 3 additional defendants, including Vaughn. In 2018, documents show the 2 other defendants were exonerated and all charges were dismissed, but not for Vaughn, due to procedural grounds. Channon says they went to 2 governors to try and get Vaughn clemency, but were denied. He then filed for a writ of error with the Circuit Court of Dallas County, and Vaughn entered an Alford plea, meaning the murder charge remains on his record, but he's released under time served.
The prosecutor was cooperative in trying to work out a deal that would lead to Charlie's release.
In an email from the prosecutor, Jeff Rogers, he says in part, the court imposed a sentence of 429 months, which constituted a time-served sentence. These events were fully supported by the primary surviving family member of the victim, who was present in court for the proceedings. Channon says throughout all these years, Vaughn has remained hopeful.
And he really has such a good attitude. He just is he's such a positive person, such a smiling person.
Today marks freedom for Vaughn, but not vindication. Channon says they'll revisit clemency in 4 more years. In Dallas County, Tanya Motorzitsky, TH311 News.
Tanya, thank you. And the attorney adds those other defendants who are still alive have open lawsuits in relation to the case, and they plan to explore possible actions to get Vaughn financial compensation as well.